If you have bone spurs, you need to hear this before getting an injection or considering surgery. The reality is, if you can listen to understand, I will show you 3 things that you can start to do right now that's going to help your body recover from this naturally. And the best part, you probably already have some of these items in your kitchen. Now, I'm asking you to don't ignore this. I know the pain is bad, and unfortunately it will get worse the more you keep neglecting these things that I'm going to share with you. So let's get into this, and we're going to talk about these 3 tips. So, all right, the first thing you need to do is look at getting more vitamin E into your diet. Vitamin E slows down spurring. It slows down the spurring process. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant. So think of it as a cleanup crew for your body. So you know that when you're cleaning things up, you're usually sweeping away things, getting rid of those things. Well, the vitamin E sweeps away harmful byproducts from the natural processes of your body, just like a car releases emissions as it's running. So vitamin E will act as the brakes. It'll slow down that spurring, and it's an anti-inflammatory. Now, you could take a supplement, and you might want to do that, but I encourage you to let food be your medicine. So foods that are rich in vitamin E include those leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale, avocado, mango, asparagus, your nuts and your seeds like your almonds and your hazelnuts, your sunflower seeds, your pumpkin seeds. And a lot of people, they just really don't eat these foods regularly. But if you want to slow down this spurring process, my strong suggestion is you're going to need to start. Now, another tip that I want to share with you, number 2, is you're going to look at vitamin D. Now, this is something that most people really don't think about, and they overlook it. People have become aware of it as far as having problems with fractures and the like. But your vitamin D, when it's low, your body can't absorb calcium properly. And so when that calcium that is floating around in your bloodstream, and there's a reason why it's doing that, we'll share another time, when it doesn't get used the right way, it has to go somewhere. And so this calcium will then start to collect in your joints, your tendons, and of course can turn into bone spurs. So something that most people don't know is that if you live north of what is called this 37th parallel, which is basically from San Francisco going across the United States to Richmond, Virginia, you're probably not getting enough sunshine to produce the vitamin D you need. I'm here in California, and I'm north of San Francisco, so that I qualify for being north, where you don't get the vitamin D. So if you live Northern California, Utah, Colorado, and like I said, all the way over to Virginia, the suggestion is that you get your vitamin D levels checked and consider getting some supplementation. And also understand this fact. When you get full proper exposure to the sun at proper times of the day, your body itself generates 10,000 IU of vitamin D. So you can easily see that much of the recommended dosages and the amounts, around 1,000, 2,000, are typically going to be too low if you are deficient. So again, get checked and get guidance from a qualified health professional and get those vitamin D levels up. Now, this is one vitamin, though, where supplementation is going to be necessary, especially during the winter months. Vitamin D, unfortunately, is hard to find in our foods. But because we don't get outside, we need to do some supplementation. Tip number 3, I want you to think about how can you fight that inflammation that's in your body. Because if you're dealing with pain, that inflammation needs to be handled right away. And also, in order to fight inflammation, you're not going to like this, but you need to cut out the sugar. And you need to ramp up your anti-inflammatory processes and get your essential fatty acids in your diet. So these essential fatty acids are your omega-3. You hear this all the time. Now, some of the great sources for omega-3s include your flax seeds, your chia seeds, your hemp seeds, your pumpkin seeds, your even Brazil nuts. So eat some of these every day. Now, what I think is a good idea is to blend up 1 cup of each of these nuts and seeds together, and then use it as a topping. Put it on your salads, put it on your yogurt, put it on your granola. Okay, that's easy, right? And it's very effective, but it's a way for you to start to get that omega-3 fatty acid amount that you need in your body. So the goal here is for me to help you, to help your body to recover from the inside out. So I want you to consider these steps that you can take. All right, so just to recap. 1, boost your vitamin E intake. 2, check your vitamin D levels and start supplementing. And 3, add omega-3s to your diet and eliminate the sugars. And if you've been using castor oil for that external relief, keep doing that. You're on the right path. Be patient, okay? Now, in the future video, I'll tell you about a product that I actually make to help you with this problem. But for now, we're going to keep it simple because we need to make sure you're addressing this from the inside as well as from the outside. And here's the thing. Please don't just mask this pain with shots. Shots are deteriorating to the tissues, and don't let them shave down the spur, okay? Recovering from your surgery is lengthy and doesn't always give you guaranteed positive results. And if you don't correct why you got there in the first place, it's no telling where it's going to show up again. Instead, let's get your body functioning the way it's supposed to. Because if you only treat the symptoms, which is shaving it down, injecting it, you're just kicking the can around down the road. Okay? So if you have any questions about them, this is what I've shared with you, please drop them below. And I invite you to like this video, comment, tell me what else you want to learn about, subscribe, and check out a video that I have on bone spurs, and nutrition.